Hi guys, it's Mr. C here, and we're going to do a new kind of writing activity. This is called Building for Clues. The way Building for Clues works is I'm going to pull out 6 different objects from a bag. In my bag here I've got 6 different things. When it comes to doing your writing part, you have to make sure that you include all 6 things into the story that you're going to write. The writing could be done either on a worksheet like this, where there's space for the 6 different objects to draw, with some lines on the back for writing, or you could do that in your writing workbook. Now the objects I'm going to pull out of the bag happen to be for a fairy tale story, and there are a few important elements that we find in most fairy tale stories. One of them is a lot of stories start with once upon a time, or they might start with long, long ago in a faraway land. Fairy tales also tend to always have a good character, an evil character. Often there's a bit of magic, maybe a magical fairy or a magical spell or a magical object. Often there's royalty, prince, a princess, a queen, a king. They usually end with a happily ever after ending. And one more thing that's quite common to find in fairy tales is often there's either the number 3 or the number 7 that appears. Think of 3 Little Pigs, or the 7 Dwarfs in Snow White, or Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. So let's get started by pulling the clues out. So in this story that you're going to create, the first clue, the first object you should write in your story is going to be a crown. So there's going to be a character with some royalty in this story. Now, the second object that I'm going to pull out of the bag that you have to try and write in your story, draw a picture of, is going to be a big hairy ape, of course. Every story needs a big hairy ape. So the third object that needs to be in your story is going to be a toy car. Okay, object number 4 to draw. This is going to be in your story a cat. All right, let's see what's going to be number 5 in your story. Oh, actually feels like 2 things. They must go together though. We've got a magic wand and a fairy's crown. So there's probably going to be a magical fairy in this story. That makes sense for fairy tales. And it looks like the last object, object number 6, is going to be a pair of pants. A pair of pants, or trousers as the English would say. All right then, so we've got our 6 things in our fairy tale story. We've got our big hairy ape, our crown, our cat, a pair of trousers, our little car, and of course, the magic fairy. You don't have to go in that order, but you have to try and write a story that includes all 6. I'm also going to send you to my webpage where you can see those 6 items to help you out with drawing them. All right, get started. So once you're ready to begin, you can also head over to my website and check out the page on writing building from clues, and you're going to draw those 6 pictures into your writing book or on a worksheet, and then write a story trying to use all 6 of the objects. So just to refresh your memory, we had a crown, a hairy ape, toy car, a fairy, a cat, and a pair of pants, or trousers is another name for pants. So the rules are, when writing or building a story from clues, you must try to include all 6 items in your story. They can be used in any way and can be used in any order. So on your writing area of your writing book or on a worksheet, maybe include a title to your story, right in here. And then a lot of fairy tales start as once upon a time. And then try and include something in your story that has a fairy. Somehow in your story, a hairy ape. Maybe a prince or a princess or a king or someone wearing a crown. A toy car. A cat. And I guess somebody wearing some pants. When you're all done, check out this YouTube link. It'll take you to a video that includes these 6 things in its story. See if you can spot all 6 things in the story that's on this YouTube video. Have fun with it. That's called Building for Clues.